Hello, I'm Emma from PC Gamer, and I'm here to guide you through the best Warzone loadouts. Following the Season 3 Reloaded update, a few weapons have been buffed, and we've even seen a couple of SMGs and snipers emerge as viable new options. Here are the top 10 Warzone loadouts that will give you an edge in Verdansk 84 and Rebirth Island. The beauty of the Grau 5.56 is its ability to maintain pinpoint accuracy while being lightweight. It's one of Warzone's most versatile assault rifles, and performs well even if you need to fire off a few shots into the distance. For enemies that are creeping much closer, swap to the MP5 to neutralise them quickly. Even if it's been a while since you picked up a Modern Warfare weapon, now's the time to dig out this fearsome pair. Unsurprisingly, the CR56 AMAX is still worth using after its nerfs. If you prefer engaging in mid-range firefights, try this gun in your next match. It's fully automatic and manages to deal even more damage than the standard M4A1. You'll need to unlock the AMAX if it's passed you by in previous seasons, but it's definitely worth the grind. The Cold War MP5 is usually my go-to SMG, courtesy of its low recoil and impressive fire rate. It's managed to outlive other weapons in its class, including the MAC-10. It remains a reliable constant in Warzone's meta, and I can't see that changing anytime soon. The Kar98K is the best marksman rifle in Warzone. It's very reliable when you need to pick off enemies in the distance, and its sniper scope is a good choice, especially if you're using it exclusively at long ranges. However, you can swap this for the Cronen C480 Pro Optic instead. It only has half the scope in power, but it won't glint and give your position away. Cold War's AK is one of the best weapons you can equip to accompany your sniper and marksman rifles. The main selling point of this build is that its mobility stats are high, so you'll feel surprisingly agile with it in your hands. This loadout has all bases covered to prepare you for most scenarios, regardless of how near or far your enemies are lurking. If you're on the hunt for an AR with high accuracy and low recoil, the Krig 6 won't let you down. It's very easy to control, and it will reward you for taking sensible shots. Its only downside is that it's best used while you're stationary, so that's why the Bullfrog complements this setup so well. You can swap to this SMG while on the move, and you won't be punished for running and gunning. If you like getting up close and personal with your opponents, this is the loadout for you. The Ram 7 may be an assault rifle from Modern Warfare, but it has no trouble holding its own in Warzone Season 3. To this day it offers respectable range and accuracy compared to others in its class, making it the perfect companion for SMGs. And in this case, the LC-10 is a great pick. I wasn't convinced by its abilities when it first launched, but it's managed to stick around long enough for us to find a solid setup for it. The M4A1 is a very familiar weapon, and there's no need to ditch it if you're comfortable using it. Its accuracy and range make it a balanced all-rounder that will help you get by in most firefights. However, when engaging in close quarters combat, make sure you switch to the FFAR1. This gun still feels like more of an SMG than an assault rifle, and I recommend using it as such. It won't restrict your mobility as much as the M4, so it's perfect for dancing around nearby squads. It's always good to have an LMG loadout to fall back on, and the Stoner 63 has proven itself as a reliable firearm this season. It deals damage with impressive accuracy, and it can down an entire squad promptly. These attachments allow you to reload quickly, and I think you'll be surprised by how well it performs at longer ranges. For close encounters, switch to the PPSH-41. This SMG can take out enemies quickly, especially when they're right on top of you. It's also super easy to control, and you won't need to restrict your movement to yield good results. The HDR has been many Warzone players' favourite sniper rifle for a while now, but it's time to switch to the ZRG 20mm. It has the least bullet drop without having to compromise range, and the recent buffs have made it even better. I don't really enjoy sniping in Warzone, but I find the ZRG pretty easy to use, most of the time. The Sykov pistol isn't quite as potent as it was when it first released, but it's still worth saving a spot for it. Now that we're over dual wielding it using the Akimbo perk, we can focus on its solo build. It's a snappy little handgun that deals tons of damage. and you'll want to equip its whopping 80 round drums to take full advantage of its stellar fire rate. The LW3 Tundra is a nice substitute for the Pellington 703. This is a bolt-action sniper that can hit some devastating shots, even if you just tag an opponent's shoulders. Don't forget to hold left shift to steady your aim. The Tundra sways wildly out of control otherwise. The FARA 83 is suited for close combat, which is why it's paired with the Tundra here. My advice is to use it similarly to how you'd use an SMG, just like the FFAR in the build I mentioned previously. With this setup, you'll have both long and short ranges covered. Our final loadout rounds off the list with the newest tactical rifle to join Warzone and Cold War, the Carve 2. It performs well at medium ranges, and it's powerful enough to replace the likes of Cold War's AUG and M16. Similar to some of the other weapons I've covered, you'll have to complete a weapon unlock challenge to get your hands on the Carve, but it doesn't take long. Season 3 has also seen the XM4 work its way into our top 10 loadouts list. It's a well-rounded weapon in its base form, but by choosing attachments that increase its mobility stats, you'll definitely want to run it alongside the Carve 2. And that's all for now. I hope I've made it a bit easier for you to freshen up your loadouts in Call of Duty Warzone. You can find the rest of our Warzone and Black Ops Cold War guides over at pcgamer.com. If you think you found a better setup yourself, feel free to share it in the comments. Have a good day, and I'll catch you on the battlefield.